אוקיי, בוקר טוב לכל המאזינים לניו ברודקאסט שלי. אמרתי שישאר משהו נחמד, שמישהו יזכור ויראה. אני לא יודע אם לעשות את זה בעברית או באנגלית, אבל אני חושב שאני אעשה את זה באנגלית, ואני אוסיף את העברית ברקע. תמיד אפשר לעשות אחר כך אודיטינג ולשפר את המצב. אז זהו. אז אני כבר יושב ומתחבט בזה הרבה זמן, והייתי רוצה שיעבור בן אדם ישאל את השאלות, אז אני אענה את התשובות, שזה יהיה יותר מעניין, יותר מצחיק. My name is Michael Adar. I was born in the name Michael Handler in a small street that start for no place and end up in no place. Small that everybody knew each other, not so much car in the street. And very neighborly. Everybody, if somebody did something, all the neighbor knew what's going on. My father was friend with most of the people who live in this street. אבא שלי היה חברותי, היה משחק רמי עם כל האנשים ברחוב, שכולם היו פולנים, רומנים, רוסים, הונגרים. כן. I live in a house that all my neighbors were from Polish, Ukraine, Russia, Romania, and all the Jewish that after the war ran away to Israel, and they established the new state of Israel. I'm today, many years later, 67 years later, I ask, how good what they did, to raise us and to keep us in the right place with happy people. They think about never again, because I can understand my father that he lost all his family. My mother came earlier. She didn't lose all her family, but she lost a couple of the sisters. And כן, ברחו מהשואה וניצלו בארץ הקודש. סבא שלי היה בן אדם דתי. My סבא, my grandson, my grandfather, from my mother's side, he was very religious guy. And although that he was religious, he was going with the big beers and everything and work in Solel Boneh, the company that built Israel. And they try to mix the Jewish there and the new Zionists coming to fix this country. My father, it's a different story. He came with his brother, and they came after the war, which means for them it was to live with all the trauma, כל הדברים הרעים שחוו בשואה, all the big trauma that they see. Something that I cannot imagine that any adult can take on his shoulder and run life with that. But they did it. Yeah. I talk about my friends. In the street that I live, it was divided by two. Most of them was Jewish, but non-religion, going to the local school. And me, because my mother thought to be so nice to her father, to put me in a religious school. I mean, she just took me in the street, and I have to spend the morning with the school, religious school, that I hate every moment of that. I didn't like the education there, I didn't like the people there, I didn't like the way that they worship God, and it was hard. But I guess my mother didn't pay attention to that, and not my father. And they find all the other reasons in the world why I don't like school. And it took 4 years until they realize that, it's better to me to pull me for the school, the religious school, Bet Sefer Yavne, and to put me in Bet Sefer Emes. Even there it was a little bit mistake, because all of them went to study in Bet Sefer Geula, and they sent me to Bet Sefer Emes. But that's okay. I met a new people. It was a good experience. I had some very good friends till today. They are friends with me. כמו ירון, כמו אפי, כמו עופר. All names that, they're running with you in your life. And talking about the first 4 years in my life in school, and even I say even in the kindergarten, בגן חובה וזה, גם שם הייתי בורח מבית ספר. I was running away. I knew the way to go for the kindergarten. I was finding the fence, place that I can go, and I was running back to my mother, because I was crazy about my mother, although that she was a tough lady. But around there I always felt secure and warm. And same with my father, that he was the most warm person that I know. I mean, I grew up by touching, kissing him, hugging him, and he hugged me and kissed me. I think I was everything for him. But go back to the school, the first 4 years, I had to put my soul in different place, and to make it the way that I wanted, although that it was against the family tradition for a boy. My sister has much more easy life, because they don't request for them to be religious, and that make the house very reasonable between tradition, Judaism, Israelism, to be Israeli. And I learned how to second grade. We're talking about 7 years old. 7, I don't know, maybe it's 4th grade, I don't know, 3rd grade. I start to have my own business to sell flour, and to work with the flour shop to deliver the flour to people who order the flour. That was fun. I tell you, it was really fun. And there was even one event that my mother and my sister went on the street, and I was not fast enough to hide, and my sister recognized me. Man, this day I suffer from my father, that he tried to explain me where I'm supposed to be. But They say in Hebrew, חוסך שבטו שונא בנו. And if you don't little bit patch your son, it means you don't love him. And I don't need the proof for that. I know that he loves me. It's the most funny thing about loving between my mother and my father. If I did something wrong, my mother was the observer of the something wrong. She knew everything, and then I knew that she going to tell my father. And the same day that I knew that I did something wrong, I went to sleep at 6 o'clock. I heard the legs running on the stairs and coming in. I know that he will call me and teach me some lesson about the events of the day. But the most funny thing that when he did the belt and get into my bath, I used to run to my mother and cry for her, and inside me I knew that, whoever caused this, that I get this punishment was her, because she told to my father. But that was the love and hate. Not love and hate, love and politics, who is the father, who is the mother. It was very clear that the father, that he is putting the lines and this, and the mother, she follows things by converting it to word and love and peaceful. I mean, funny. I can say that, the first 10 years of my life, it was full of adventure. I don't know if everybody goes to this adventure. New friend, new school, new system, new look. But things that keep me in the middle and enjoy for both worlds, it was that my window, my building was next to the Bet Knesset, the shul, the synagogue. And every day, 6 o'clock in the morning, when the window was open, we could listen to all the beautiful song of the praying. And something that give you about time of the year, time of the day. And it was wonderful. It was really wonderful. As myself, as a businessman from a young age, I got a job even in the synagogue. I became the helper of the generator. And I did, but I like it because I got, penny here and dollar there and all the other stuff to make me to feel independent. Wherever I could save or to do something, I did it. Now, later on, I even went and joined to the choir of the synagogue, the Knesset Gadol, and we was the choir of we have to go once or twice a week, and we got 25 pennies for a month. That for me it was to buy ice cream or something like this. But I learned very quick that if I don't do it for myself, nobody do it for me. It means I make my life to go according what I believe, with the understanding what I see around. Yes, school was not the main thing for me. I went to school, but there was only 2 grades that I always got 10 or A plus. It was in workshop that we do things for wood and athletics, PE, and women, like, yeah. Since they moved me to the new school that women and men was together, it was become something new subject for me to learn about this wonderful creature we call a woman. But it was not so bad. I think I did pretty well. Of course, until was religious school, we didn't know. But after religious school, like, when I was moved to the new school, the new teacher put me near a girl, and I couldn't move. I was freezing, and like, looking like all the time to understand how you sit near a girl. But since I grew up with a woman, 4 women in my house, like, I have 3 sisters that they're older to me, Ilana, Esti, and Dvora. Like, it's, I grew up, and my mother, it's been 4 women that raised me. It's been, that was nice. What can I tell you about this thing? Like, they told me that I was born in Rehov Herzl, and a few months after I was born, we moved to Rehov Yosef. And that's what I'm going to take a break, and I continue next time. Thank you. Bye.